What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody had a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so we're going to start here with the daily time frame on Mr. VIX, and we're going to make our way over to SPY and QQQ. And yeah, we are going to let you guys know what we got going on in our mind, what we think's going to be going down. All right. Okay. So starting off with Mr. VIX, you do have your stochastic hinge down. Okay. Oscillators are beginning to hinge down. All right. And that is pretty much it. All right. Nothing really new here from Mr. VIX. All right. I do want to show you guys. We did have this taking place. All right, which was something that was telling me, hey, we're probably going to be seeing a pullback. And on top of that, we did also have, combined with that, we did have this going on as well, this bearish divergence on the hourly CCI, and then you also had that. All right, so that that is what produced this move. All right, but I think we probably will keep falling here in Mr. VIX until we start to see these bullish divergences start popping up. That is what marked this bottom right here. All right, and yeah, I mean, this is just something I very often see here with Mr. VIX. All right, so that's what I will be watching. All right, but moving over to SPY and QQQ. All right, so we do have an indecision candlestick today on both of them. All right, especially QQQ. And we do have that decreasing sell volume here. All right, but QQ is, is decreasing buy volume there. So regardless, we have decreasing volume, okay? How is Mr. DIA looking over here? All right, DIA does not have, well, it kind of has an indecision candlestick going on right there. All right, and still has its oscillators over in oversold territory. All right, so that is something to note too. So even though SPY and QQs hasn't, DIA's has, and DIA was the thing that was our canary in the coal mine there that was showing us that we're probably going to be getting a decent sized move. All right, I still think we could end up going higher than this. All right, I will say DIA did get rejected here at the 50 MA, which this whole time it was being supported by the 50 MA. All right, so that is a little, area of concern there. All right, so we could end up just seeing that push back down and get rejection there. All right, and that would align with the indices. I hate to say it, all right, but you're not, well, yeah, I don't hate to say it. I don't care what happens. I'm going to be honest. If it goes down, it goes up. I don't care. We're going to be making money over there anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right. But yeah, if that ends up being the case, what I just showed you on DIA, that aligns with, we're not coming up and breaking these highs, guys. We are just not going to end up doing that, which means, yeah, you got your lower low. We're going to make a lower high here, and then we're going to be off to the races. All right. All right. So, let's actually finish going over the charts before I start opening my mouth about Mr. Powell. About Mr. Powell and CPI and FOMC, all right? Let's get what needs to be done. All right, you do have your oscillators all beginning to hinge here on SPY and QQQ. It's doing the exact same thing, all right? Now, I will note, you came like 40 cents above this gap fill this morning, all right? So, I mean, buyers did end up rushing in the door and sellers ran out the door. All right, maybe that gap is what ended up causing that buying pressure to rush in like that. All right, but I'm just gonna say right now, I'm either looking for a bounce to start right now, or I'm looking to come down to QQ's gap fill at 294.43, and that is where we start a bounce from there. All right, we can come over here to SPX. All right, so something I'm seeing here on SPX is you do have the stochastic is beginning to hinge up right there, all right, and the RSI is doing the same. All the oscillators are hinging up, and then what we have here on the hourly time frame, we have a bullish divergence, all right, so you got that going on right there, and then you got that going on right there, and then, yeah, we have this right here, and this is typically where you will be starting to get your buying pressure, okay? It can go down and dip its toes into that oversold territory like we saw over there. All right, or it could like even be this if it's going to, well, that is when you had a catalyst sending you down, and we're just not going to be selling off like that unless you do have that catalyst to support you with that. All right, which is why I don't think we get any crazy selling until FOMC. I think that is going to be the catalyst that does it. Obviously, CPI can come in hot and end up shocking things to the downside. All right, but I think it's more likely that the real move waits until FOMC. All right, and we will be going over, honestly, my likely path, going off of all the info that I have right now at the end of the video. Okay, All right, all right. But yeah, coming over here to SPY and QQQ, all right, you did have the bullish divergence on SPX's 1 hour time frame with the 4 hour stochastic crossing up. What do we have on SPY? Okay, you have the stochastic in oversold territory, all right, but it is not crossing up. But you do have this hourly stochastic begin to cross up over here, and you do come down over here, and you have a you have your bullish divergence here on the RSI. All right. You also have the same bullish divergence found on the CCI that you do on SPX. All right. So that is also something to note. So yeah, SPY's setup is matching SPX, also suggesting that hey, bounce incoming soon. Okay, bounce incoming soon. RSI is showing things. RSI is more important than the CCI. All right, when it shows things. All right, as you see right here. All right. But yeah, we can end up falling lower, and where I would be looking for buying pressure to start stepping back in is going to be this gap fill. All right. That is pretty much it. I don't know if you do end up going a little lower. All right. But just know if you do go a little lower, I do expect that this is going to go like that. And we're going to form that another bullish divergence there on SPX. So either way, the play here is a bounce. All right. The question is, does it start now or do we dip a little lower to QQ's gap fill and then head up from there? I don't know. Excuse me. Got the hiccups. All right. But something I want to point out is what DXY is doing. All right. DXY is basing over this, which is not good at all, guys. This is literally the opposite of what we wanted. Okay. I laid out my scenarios on like how I think that this thing's going to like how the indices would react to this thing. Okay. And we had two scenarios. Okay. One of the scenarios was we start getting the rejection down here and we come back here and we teeter-totter down here. All right. Until FOMC, where I then thought we would be going like that. All right. The other scenario is what was happening right now, which is unfortunate for bulls. All right. You come up here and you base above this, and then you're off to the races. And that is rough, okay? And that is, I hate to say it, but that is what we got going on right now. You are beginning to base above it, okay? You have an indecision candlestick above your supply zone. That is not okay. For the sake of the stock market, that is not okay. All right, this is literally going to be something that directly drives equity prices down because that becomes more expensive. All right, so like, yeah, all right, guys, like everything bad for equities is just like, you know, it's here. Like it's here. I don't know what else to say other than that. Like this is what I was warning about when Powell took that victory lap. I was saying like a week or two before leading up to that, I was like, guys, Powell's bringing down the hammer. He knows. If I know he can't take a victory lap, if I know that he can't give the bulls what they want, then he knows that he can't give the bulls what they want. Well, guess what? He took a freaking victory lap. He didn't put the hammer down. Inflation started ticking back up. Things started getting crazy, all right? The bond market is saying, like, hey, pal, all right? We're calling BS on what you just did. You're going to freaking make things right the next FOMC meeting. You're doing it, all right? And that's exactly what we got going on over here with the 2-year, all right? Powell literally chases this thing, and the 2-year was down here, all right? When Powell took his victory lap, it was at 4.1%. Guess what, guys? It's almost 100 basis points higher than when it was down there, right? So even if we get a hot CPI that, or a cool CPI that makes the bond market start, you know, cooling off the tune that it's playing, all right? I don't think it's going to be enough to make this difference lower than 50 basis points, which if I'm understanding that correctly, that does mean 50 basis points is coming, all right? Regardless, the higher these things are going, you know, the worst things are looking for that. And you know, holy crap, it's just still exploding. This is insane. These are August expectations, okay? This is terrible, guys. This is, they're literally, not only have they unpriced in rate cuts, okay, but they are pricing in a whole ton more, okay, of rate hikes, all right? This is exactly what we were saying as the market was irrationally rallying over here. Now, I'm not going to say the market can't do whatever it wants. It can do whatever it wants. I was just saying, like, hey, all right, this makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. The dated puts here are the trade. That's what was going on. That was what was going through my head over here, at least. All right. I do remember I ended up, I took $1,000 call hedge over here because I ended like literally at the top here because I was worried that I was going to be wrong. No, I ended up, things ended up, like, I'm not going to say they worked out for me. All right. But yeah, your boy ended up being right in the end. It was in the end, unfortunately. There was that. Nevertheless, all right, it did teach your boy a few lessons, so that is something positive to take out of that. All right. But yeah, guys, I mean, I am looking for a bounce here, and I think you rally into that CPI. Okay, so we have over here on the daily time frame, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 trading sessions in between now and CPI, because CPI is on the it's in the morning before market open at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so you know. All right, but 3 sessions in between there, guys. A lot can happen in 3 sessions. We did end up rallying massively here. All right, and this is 5 trading sessions right here. 5 trading sessions. All right, so I personally wouldn't be surprised to see them bring you on up, literally just rally on up into it. Okay, maybe it comes in hot. I'm personally expecting it to come in hot. I don't care what happens to it. I'm not going to be playing anything for it. There is that. Okay, the Patreon will have plenty of other plays to bank off of. All right, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, man. All right, but we do not need to play a CPI strangle this time around. I do not feel like getting crushed like I saw happen last time. There's just no reason to. All right, CPI did not bring in a massive move. Like over here, brought in a 5% move. Crazy. Okay, over here also brought in a crazy move. Look at this, 399 to 410 gap up. I remember that. I actually remember selling my strangle here and buying puts at the top. And guess what? The strangle only like returned like 20 or 30%. All right, so like the IV was so high on both sides that I barely gained with a $10 move. That's insane. And that's why I'm saying CPI strangle off the table. I have no desire to play that thing right now. All right, so there's that. All right, but yeah, guys, I really wouldn't be surprised to see them rally on up into this thing. All right, I think over the next few trading sessions, we do end up coming back up here. Maybe we come back up to SPY's gap fill up here that we just missed by literally the high was 407.45, so we missed it by yeah, 60-70 cents right there. All right, and QQQ would likely end up coming up into this golden pocket right there. All right, so that is just what I'm looking at. All right, that is what I'm thinking. I'm just letting you guys know. All right, we can end up coming a little lower. I'm just saying QQ does suggest we can come a little lower. All right, but what I am looking for is yeah, I am looking for the bounce to come along, and I'm looking for VIX to cool a little more off. All right, nevertheless, VIX is already kind of cooled off. All right, so it doesn't have to be any special bounce there. They could literally give you a little move back up there, and then you can literally they could trade you flat going into this thing. All right, I have no idea. All right, maybe we get one big move tomorrow, and the next 2 days are literally just flat days. No idea, absolutely no idea. All right, but that is pretty much everything that I am looking on. Okay, we can look at the biggest component of SPY and QQ here and see what's going on over there. Right, and I'm just saying right now, Apple does show that it definitely has room to come down here. All right, so yeah, I mean, after looking at this, now I'm definitely going to say I would say it's much more likely that QQ comes down and fills that gap before for rallying. And yeah, all right, and also look at this, SPY literally, or not SPY, whatever it's called, Apple missed its gap fill by 2 cents, guys. That is not a coincidence. Okay, that is just like literally what I've been telling you guys happens. That's proof that it happens. Okay, buyers are running in the door and sellers are exiting the door. Okay, that's all that's taking place there, and that's why it just didn't hit. All right, but yeah, I mean, Apple still it has room to come down. I mean, obviously on the weekly time frame, everything has room to come down right now. But over here on the daily time frame, on the 4-hour, on the 1-hour, yeah, we have all those time frames matching here, suggesting, yeah, Apple's probably going to come down. Maybe it comes down and fills that gap, and that is where we reverse from. Maybe that ends up aligning with QQ's gap being filled. Not sure. All right, but those are my thoughts, guys. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, quick little plug, Patreon, guys. It is more than paid for itself. All right, if you guys do want help with trading, if you want help with options, if you just want little consistently high probability trade setups and trade plans that come with those trade setups, go join the Patreon. It's $39.99 a month. All right, and I do think anybody would enjoy it. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you found value in the video, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, show the support with that like. All right, I forgot to ask the viewers yesterday, and holy crap, did I see way less likes. All right, so yeah, guys, if you did find value in this video and this video is helpful, entertainment, whatever it is, all right, please leave a like. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.